fans out there. Good evening, brothers and sisters out there. Good evening, fellow youths and citizens of the great future. I wish you well. I've come to you once again with a discussion. As I told you that in the Eastern Youth Network, our activity, as in the flyers, we are still on the reconciliation and we are coming towards the end of our reconciliation lectures. As I told you earlier, that we will be changing from time to time. Any color that the heavens give us to present is the color we will come out with. I want you to understand that we are not doing these things on our own. I want you to understand that the great Amanze have sent us on this mission. And he is giving us information daily as regards to steps that we are going to take towards the total accomplishment of this great mission. Okay, I have a discussion, very important discussion I want us to look into today. And I want to present this information to you as if it is coming from me. This is the way I can write it out. This is the only way I can possibly present it to you for a better understanding. We cannot continue to keep silent. We cannot continue to pretend like we don't know what is going on. We cannot continue to feel as if we don't understand what truth is all about. We cannot continue to feel that we don't know what to do and how to do them. If we claim that we are citizens and we claim that we want to foster a one Nigeria, then we should be up to the task. But there is no room for one Nigeria anymore. Let us get into this discussion, then we will understand the truth about this nation called Nigeria, why it must be dissolved. Okay, before I proceed to present this discussion, I would like to offer a word of prayer. Before that word of prayer, I want to thank all our fans out there, all our brothers and sisters out there who make out their time to watch and listen to me. I say, may heavens provide you the data always that you will use to learn. And then don't just learn and stop at yourself. Please, when you hear this information, move it. He that is one should also warn his neighbor. This information that I'm about to pass to you this evening is he that is one should also warn his neighbor. Make sure this information disseminates to every individual, every man and every woman, and every youth, every child in this country must have to know this truth, so that we will not be preparing and helping the days of our doom to come to manifestation. Because we are already at the age of allowing our doom to manifest. Okay. Heavenly Father of all fathers, the supreme of all supremacy, the King of all kings, hallowed be thy name. We have come to pass your message to your children again this evening, according to thy words. May thy spirit carry this message into the heart of men. Let them be able to discern this truth and make the best judgment for themselves and for the seed after them, that in all things your name and your name alone will be glorified, through and by the only name of your Son. Amen. Okay, I want to read this first discussion. That is the only discussion we are going to discuss in this video. I don't want to add it with any other discussion because it concerns you and I. I don't want to mix it up with any other discussion because this is all about our existence. This is all about who we are. This is all about why we are here as a people or as a nation. Listen to this information and listen really good because I have not come on my own. This is the only medium in which I can pass these informations to you. I have come because the gods have sent me. I have come because heavens have sent me. I have come because your prayers of freedom has been answered. Listen, it is important. It is important. Don't say I did not tell you. Brothers and sisters, we are at war between the house of Islam and the unbelievers of the house of Islam. As demonstrated by the Miyetti Allah, every day be very cautious of someone breaking your doors and run over your communities to drag you out and shoot you or take you away in guise of uniform security. They are terrorists and bandits working for the government. They will kill, they will loot, and they will rape our women to produce more cows to induce the populace. The APC government of Nigeria is the government of the House of Islam. The hand in support of APC is only supporting the House of Islam in Nigeria, working on the part of the culture and tradition of our fathers will stop them. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Be very vigilant. It has come to your door. Be warned. This is what I can make out from the message I received. As I told you, I am a messenger. And whatsoever message that's been given to me to tell you, if I keep it to myself, I suffer for it. I pass through torture. My ancestors will not let me rest until I deliver this message to you. So that it will not look as if nobody spoke. They have passed this message because all through the year they have been giving signs. And we don't understand their signs. And now they have to raise a mouthpiece in which from whom they will speak to you. So that you understand that these signs that you are seeing come from them. But because of the state of our minds, we cannot be able to read the signs of nature. Because we have lost the balance of our existence. We cannot understand nature any longer, even when the gods are trying to reveal a secret unto us. It is time we live not only to ourselves, but also to understand the nature around us. I want to proceed to analyze each and every discussion here. Can you understand the time of the campaign of the APC government when they are about to come to power? That Buhari said if he fails, Nigeria will go ablaze. We all know that the government was looted out of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan by force, on gunpoint. We also know that Jega, the champion man who feel he conducted the election, confessed that if he knew, he wouldn't have. You and I also know that since the regime of APC was when the Miyetti Allah, who claimed to be a social youth group of the Islam, became the mouthpiece of the government. What does the youth of Islam has to do with the government that governs the people in the land? These are points that the gods draw my attention from the beginning of things that has been happening. And you look at it. Now they cannot testify to you and I that the government will raise them and support them. And whatever thing they do, the government will not do anything. Look at our common youth that agitate were killed. They were not pardoned to send to America. Soldiers who died in the quest of fighting these terrorists and bandits in the north were not given any attention, but the repented so-called Boko Haram and the bandits are being given government attention. Where are we, youths? And this is what I want you to understand. This is the government that sponsors terrorism. This is the government that sponsors all kind of evilism. You can only survive in Nigeria or be known when you do the tyrannical things. Am I correct? So, does it mean that the government is a tyrannical government? But that is what it looks like. It looks like the Nigerian government is all about tyranny, it's all about terrorism, it's all about killings, it's all about any kind of mess and evilisms. Okay, let us come down to a very important attention that the gods draw to me. The man who was a former military chief, now ambassador somewhere, he's the man running the country. He is closer, he's just around, but he's the one running the country. He is the one importing the foreign military invaders. He is the one importing the bandits. He is the one importing the terrorists. He is the one commanding the Boko Haram. This is what the gods have revealed. Use your tongue and count your teeth. So I am warning you because the gods of the land, you from the east, say I should warn you because a doom is coming. That you should wake up and say no to the evil that the government is projecting. Who are the enemies of the house of Islam? The unbelievers. Who are the unbelievers? The Christians, the so-called Christians. So far, the killings, who are they killing? The Christians. The Christians. They call you the unbelievers to the house of Islam. Now, since the killings of the Christians has been going on, Oyedepo have not spoken. He kept silent. And today that election is drawing closer, they have waked him up, him and the Redeemed Church, to start speaking as if they are in support of your life. No, they have only collected the share towards election so that they can confuse you again as they did with the vice president. This is what I want to reveal unto you. That is what the God said I should tell you. That propagating the APC is propagating the business of the house of Islam. That is their government. And remember what they do. It is what they will unleash to us. So if I don't tell you, I will not have peace. And as I have spoken, I cannot have peace because I have said that which I am commanded to say unto you. For your safety, for your protection, for your guide, for your reproof, and for your instruction. Research. I'm making point coming down. That is just the only discussion I came with you today. If you confirm all this, now, do you still believe in one Nigeria? This is our nation. The only secret, he said, that will put us out of this mess is our culture. By the time we return to our culture and practice our culture in its perfect state, they will be pushed away by the forces of nature. They will lose their balance and they will be disorganized. This is what the God said I should tell you. That the secret is for the wind to blow them away. You don't need to shoot gun. You don't need to fight them. Because they are already the government. They instruct the SSS. They instruct the DSS. Even the man as a DSS director It's the terrorist himself. That is what the gods say. So examine that man. He is part of the problem we are having. But he is the boss of the DSS. So what do you expect from a terrorist handling such security outfit? He's to kill, doesn't care. They would violate any law to make sure they get what they want. That is what they are doing. So if you like, you listen. If you don't like, you continue in your stupor. But one day, when the time is fully ripe, you will remember that messengers were sent beforehand to warn you, but you failed to listen. How is our culture the barrier? How is our culture to spell them out? This is the secret that they don't want you and I to know. It is not a program that begins just in APC government. Let me tell you, the gods say, I should also tell you that what is happening in the Middle East with the so-called taking over of the Middle East is a program by these white supremacists that they know that this is coming. They know they program it. And from there, they want to fuel here. Don't say I did not tell you. The Taliban is the same bandit you are seeing here and the same Boko Haram you are seeing here. They will overrun you soon because they have achieved a government and the source of their strength is here. Here, from here, Dubai was built. Don't forget that from here, Arab was built. And as far as the House of Islam have unleashed the terrorist group as a government taking over nations, it has begun. It will move. And the only thing that will repel them is our culture, our tradition being practiced in its perfectness. And let me tell you, until we return to this proper, the state of a nation we expect will not really come. This is the secret. This is the secret. You see, when Nnamdi Kanu is trying to teach you this thing, it looks as if he's trying to bring Judaism into our system. No, it is because Judaism is part of the practical nature of our culture. It looks like it is, but that is what is near to it. Now, we are now teaching you the right, proper way so that you can learn these things and know how to carry them along. Oyedepo is talking now. Why has he not talked before? He is a drug addict. Go and research. They peddle drugs. Go and research. We don't talk rubbish here. Anything we tell you, go and research it. The government sponsor all of them in the name of church that God sent them. Okay, ask Oyedepo and the man of the redeemed, what did God to tell them is the solution of this problem that we are into? Is it for them to curse Mieti Allah? Where would their curse go? Their curse did not cross the roof of their church. But what is the solution that God have told him if he says he is the man of God? What is the solution that God told him is the solution to solve the problem of Nigeria? There is no solution. He has nothing to tell you. He is only there to make you believe that the system is all right because they have multitude to talk to who is dying for them. Many of you are in your doom following these men. They are not sent by God. God does not even know their names. God doesn't even see them. I've told you what, the only person heaven told me they sent a message who have deviated. I mentioned his name in one of my last videos, which they call Lazarus Marker, who have deviated from his call to do another thing. I told you that. So be warned that the APC government is the government of the House of Islam. And they are here to kill us all for just a material possession. Stop it now. Stop it now. It is now. Because if you allow them to succeed the end of this misled tenor that they are into, this tenor of deceit that they are into, you are going to see hell. They have come to you, election, using election to deceive you, where they prepare to unleash terror upon you. After the election, try. You will now see terror that you don't know how to go about it. This is what the gods have said. I have not come to take much of your time in this video, but I only come to pass this one single message as a discussion. I have other discussion, but I said I will not tangle it up. One of this discussion is just what I'm asked to say to you today as a message, and I have passed it. May heavens bear me witness. May the waters bear me witness. May the air you breathe out there bear me witness that I told you, and let the land upon which I stand bear me witness that I told you. We are at war. The house of Islam have unleashed war against you and I. That is what the gods say. I should tell you. Expect it. It is right at your door. Don't say you were not warned, but know that you were told. Let your pastors now gather and tell you solution. If actually they say heaven called them. Let your pastor tell you solution. Is it to pray? Have you not been praying and fasting how many years? All the decree that these whole useless pastors and GOs have been decreeing in their churches for you, which one have come to pass? Look at where they are landing you. Does it mean God is not speaking to them? Does it mean they don't even think about you and I future? All they know is their pocket. Just bring the money to them and you are good to go. Far. The time has come for you to stop them. They are the problem we are having in this country. These two group of horn of the devil. The winners and the redeemed. That is the two great horn of evil here in this country. If you like, I'm not being a sacrosanct. I'm not here to talk about religious matters. I told you, one of our duty is religious reconciliation. We have to know the truth before we reconcile our religious life. So look into what you are doing with these men proper and think back from the beginning to this day and ask yourself, how far and to what end? Where have you reached and what have you achieved? With all the prayer of success, with all the prayer of breakthrough, how many doors have you really breakthrough? How many success have you really acquired? Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. I remain your humble servant, the messenger of the Most High, the messenger of the Father, Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze. High Prince Ugochinyere Amadioha Imo. Join us and follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. We are using YouTube as our medium of disseminating this information. Eastern Youth Network. And then follow us up. Let us wrap up a system for the betterment of all. In the name of the eternal God, through his eternal Son, and by his eternal Spirit. Amen.